Welcome back to Let's Play 5 at 10. Don't think I didn't see that capture card. You sneaky, slyly scrub the audio and put it to my freaking headset mic instead of from the actual game. You know, I record this and it's just like it screws up the audio anyway. Where we last left off, we defeated Yunalesca, found out that Oren's an unsent. Oh, speaking of which, that's one thing I forgot to say when it's like, what other things do I want to say now that we know about Oren's backstory? One of the things I forgot to mention was, you remember when Titus listened to that spear that Yuna was recording on, giving her farewells and thanks to everyone and all that? When she mentioned Kimahri's one, where he just said that he was told to take her to a place far away from Bevelle by the wish of a dying man. That is pretty much Braska, but essentially the way Kimahri's written it, it's clearly Kimahri was told to by Oren, as we found out. So while it's true, Braska was just when she was that's when I knew he was just dead and all that. But it was actually Oren that was the one who sent Kimahri to go take Yuna somewhere away from Bevelle. I mean, Oren was entrusted with that from Braska, but because he ended up trying to avenge them by fighting Yunalesca alone and he gets killed as a result, but he didn't get killed instantly, he's somehow badass enough to freaking make it back to Mount Gagzet at least to, meet up with Kimahri and just say, you just do that. And also, they also brings in the fact, if we go further back in the game, remember Sid the Albed? When he mentioned that he just helped Oren, he's just well, I couldn't. He's just with those wounds, and you left the next day. I was surprised by that. It's because he died. It's just he's an unsent. I like how it all connects together like that. And how much determination it must have been for Oren to withstand all that before succumbing to his wounds. Managed to fulfill Braska's wish that he'd entrusted Oren with, and then in death he was able to go to Zanarkand and look after Titus, so he was able to fulfill the wish from Jecht as well. One awesome guy. Anyways, we literally are at the end of the game, by the way. It's if we talk to Yuna twice, it'll trigger the next bit of the plot, and then it'll lead to another bit of plot, and then after that, essentially, they come up with a plan, and the plan is plot. I won't spoil it. But it will lead us ultimately to the end of the game, which is why it's the perfect time for side quests. So, actually, you got anything else to say, old man?
We'll wait till he...
Well, might as well go talk to Yuna. I think we gotta at least get this next bit of plot out of the way before we can do anything. There you are, Raiden.
May I help you?
What you got? Got a bunch of stuff. Wait. Ooh. Nice. All these just boosting stats by 10 like that, and having room for you to actually make more with it. That's nice. We got a bunch of equipment and stuff, so what should we sell? I'm so fussy with these, aren't I? Now what? Wait. Well, that's what it got equipped, isn't it? It's not like I'm gonna use even half and a quarter of this. Like 75% of this I'll never probably use. Perhaps even more than that. And still, holy shit. Look how much we could get for that. But no way, man. That's a flexible arm. Yeah. No authority.
Thank you. Your patronage is very much appreciated.
Aha, I just sold you some weapons that you won't even sell back to me. I mean, why would he? Anybody in? We left kids on the ground, safer for them. In our words, they're probably just somewhere scattered on Spira, then, I imagine. We don't know how Sin will react. You can understand us now because you've got so many Albed Primers, but not all of them yet, surprisingly. These things here belong to Mr. Rin. They are not yours to take. It's just like feigned ignorance of the language. It's like, well, I didn't know that's what they said. I finally have figured out how it is that the ship has moved. He's not gonna share his, secrets with us. Now there's a place in this game called the Omega Ruins, I think, and I've never been there. Can you guess what's in the Omega Ruins? An Albed Primer. Haha, I'm not even kidding, there's an Albed Primer there. So Yuna's there, like I said, she was along with Kimahri. But you know, Omega, what does that say to you? That says, freaking super duper optional boss. But I've never been there. We're on the airship though, it's just like, I don't get it. Surely it should say that on land. The sin I saw in the ruins was calm. Why is this? Well, at least someone commented on that. With this ship, revenge against the followers of Yevon will be ours. Because revenge solves everything. No. I just think that freaking what's-its-face is just gonna come through there.
I'm no good. At all.
What are you talking about?
All this time I've been thinking about how to defeat sin. But beyond the teachings of Yevon, I know nothing. I'm sorry.
Yuna, no apologies.
But...
Apology is running. Yuna never run away.
Thank you, Kimahri.
So, Kimahri, you got any good ideas?
Yevon's teachings.
The teachings won't help us fight sin.
No answer in the teachings. Answers lie outside. Must know both sides to find answer.
Both sides.
Mika knows much. Find him, make him talk.
That's it! Kimahri, you rock!
Oh, the music plays well. Nice. Just like Kimahri showing some wisdom there. Nice. Actually, what key is it? it's D minor like I pointed out, isn't it? I don't know the chords. I can barely hear off my TV as usual. It's definitely gotta have those 3 minor chords in the key, though. I really feel like it's drawn to G minor. I remember playing this on my keyboard the other day, like trying to figure out like how to play it in the minor key. And I used like D minor, A minor, and G minor. And G minor kind of really stood out in that. Felt like G minor and D minor worked really well. B flat major also kind of fit into that. Same key after all. Because like in the major version that I figured out, it's like F major, C major, B flat major, but it's also got A minor in there. So it's like it'd be fitting if the minor equivalent has it so there's 3 minor chords and 1 major chord, while the major one would be 3 major chords and 1 minor chord. I just don't know what chords have been played. But it's very nice. Kimahri.
Kimahri doubts Mika welcomes us.
He'll have to run pretty fast to beat this airship.
We cannot chase if we cannot see.
What are you, a philosopher, Kimahri? I never thought you had it in you.
We must go to Bevelle.
You know how like some people will like post an image online of a picture of someone with a quote underneath it. I wonder if anyone's done that with Kimahri. Just like have that what he just said and just like have a picture of him and just have the quote underneath it. Just like wise words, Ronzo, wise words.
To Bevelle, then.
Through the front door. You worried?
I'll be fine. We can't stop now.
At least Everett isn't around anymore to be like, hey, I'm gonna guard Bevelle and shit.
Maybe we'll find answers in Bevelle. Maybe
We'll find plot there, surely.
We must go to Bevelle.
La 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 la. Damn it, I can't resist it. I'm gonna turn on the freaking headphone bit so I can hear it come off the caps card and see if I can figure it out. Actually, I think C major chord might actually suit it better. it's really hard to play acoustic. Actually, yeah. That's like the major version. Really? Yeah, fuck it. It's like, I've never played a piano, but I play a keyboard and I hear you have to really push down hard on a piano's keys to make them ring out. Same with acoustic. Electric's much easier for the acoustic, you have to press down harder on the strings. Which is harder when you have to bar the strings as well, it's like, ow. But I definitely could hear like the D minor to A minor, then back to D minor. That kind of like at one point in the melody, I felt that really worked. Same with a switch to the G minor, C major was in there, F major might have been in there as well. It's definitely like mixing those chords together. Actually, I want to see if I can... No, I don't even know how to harmonize it. Nah, I don't know. It's like this minor version that I came up with. When I'm going along with the melody, I just can't get it right. Definitely D minor, but it's kind of going like D, A, D, maybe G, D, A, D, C, D. I don't know. I think it might just be using those four chords, maybe another one thrown in it, but definitely those. Those chords are definitely there. I just went for the wrong door. We must seek out plot in Bevelle before the side quests begin. Old days soon Many things to do before we get back to the main plot of this game.
Rush this and we'll lose everything. We need to plan carefully.
Indeed you do. That means... You know what? It's gonna be ridiculous, really. Like, if I'm gonna do all these side quests before, you know, the fire showdown with Shin, that Sid will eventually say it like that. Spoilers, I guess, for that. Like, by the time we get to that point, it'll be so overpowered that I'll have to literally just, like, for the final boss, have to freaking depower myself by changing equipment.
Hey guys, I just had a great idea.
It was my idea. Let me tell them.
It's like this, yeah?
I just thought...
The hymn's the key.
Ah!
The hymn?
Sir Jack likes the hymn of the faith, correct?
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
Yeah?
Yeah, so what?
That's why he was listening to it in Makalania.
Oh yeah.
Sin, violence incarnate, listening peacefully.
I know it's your old man, and I don't mean no disrespect, but...
No, it's fine. I've gotten used to it.
Let me say it. If we attack Sin head-on, we've little chance of winning. However, if he hears the hymn of the faith, he will become docile.
Yeah, and that's when we make our move. Might be against the rules and all, but who's keeping track, yeah? Yeah?
Yeah, it could really work.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
Everyone to your stations! But talk to Sid to open the nav map. Pick a destination and you're there. We're already at that now, are we? But what about Bevelle? I was gonna say something. Oh yeah. I saw a screenshot I was like watching a video like of like top 10 summons in the Final Fantasy series of all things. But one of the screenshots in the video showed like the HD remastered version of this game. Just seeing it, it's like, oh man, they really make the, like, you know, they make it look a lot smoother and nicer. This isn't that version, this is the original version. The PAL version to be exact. If this was the original, like, American release, for example, we wouldn't have no Dark Aeon shit to deal with. You know, it's a shame, really. I'm gonna go for all the trouble with these damn side quests. If it was the HD version, I'd at least get a trophy system out of it. Like, well done, you defeated this and that, congratulations. And I think maybe I'll get the HD remastered version, and then freaking go for the trouble of getting all the side quests. Like, man, I did that shit when I let's played it.
Well, I guess it's all or nothing. Well?
Well.
It really was my idea, you know.
I got a good feeling about this.
I gotta go talk to Orin.
Let's see what Mika does now.
Just like, screw the Hymn of the Faith plan. Let's get to that first.
Well, that sounds like a plan to me. My baby here'll take us anywhere we want.
Man, look at that map. It's the only time we see it. We got a freaking map, but we can never really view it properly, can we? Like, you got all these locations here. It's like they're all new, though, aren't they? So we can pretty much go anywhere. We can even, like, input a password or, like, search around. There are locations to be found like this as well. I don't know how it works, though. I guess you spam the X button and hope you find something. know there's one. Remember that location we were at way back at the start of the game? That sunken ruin place? You can find down here somewhere. I'm not sure. Nope. Mihen Ruins. Oh yeah, you remember like back in Besaid, for example. There was that one location we couldn't get to. You could see like some save points like high above that you couldn't get at. It's like locations like that you can actually find using this and get you to those exact spots. Where is Besaid? That's Mihen. Maybe it's here. It's an island, obviously. Where on the map is it? I think that's like Bicknell Island, it's gotta be. You know, come to think of it, that ruins... Vega ruins? Well, that's that one out of the way, isn't it? Told you about that. I've never been there, though. I guess back in the day, I just didn't click on this a lot. Where is Besaid? Like, that ruins, like, if we washed up ashore on Besaid after that, it's gotta be near it. So maybe Sands... Baj Temple, yeah, that's the one. So, Besaid's around here then. We didn't know the name of that place though, did we? But that's what it's called, I think. Baj Temple. It's where we get a super duper optional Aeon that's completely badass and I've never actually had. Because you gotta have all the destruction spear thing, treasures from all the trials. Which we've got all but one of right now. But anyways. Bosh! Mihen Ruins, some will be sands on the high bridge. Let's say we get some plots. Up here.
Yeah, here we go!
Ah, I forgot he said that every time. Yeah, here we go! So much for avoiding Bevelle in the future, isn't it? Wait, what? Excuse me.
Infidel!
Man, don't these guys ever give up?
It's their job.
You regret showing your face here. We'll strike you down in the name of Yevon.
Bullshit.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so guys...
Come on.
If they want to fight, let's give them one.
Prepare to charge!
Stop!
It's been a while since we've seen her, isn't it?
Lady Yuna is not to be harmed. She's no traitor. That is an evil rumor spread by the Albed. What? Maester Mika himself told me.
Then, what are we to do?
Stun down!
Stun down!
As she says.
With her voice.
What was that about evil Albed? I do not understand it myself. All Yevon seems to be in a state of confusion.
Just like Orin said.
Yesterday, they called me out of the blue and made me captain of the guard.
Well, that's something, isn't it?
Short on believers?
Yes, the chaos in the temples is worse than I'd imagined. It's horrible.
Dark Aeons
And
and
all
shit
the
as well.
priests do is blame each other. I worry what will become of Yevon.
You know, that sounds like
But
pretty much
no.
anything in life, isn't it?
I must be the rock that stands against the swirling tides, right? Lady Yuna, I must tell you, your courage has been a great inspiration to me.
Yeah, that's great, but we came here to see Maester Mika. Is he here?
Yes, I shall arrange an audience.
Is it just me?
Please wait in the courtroom.
Wherever that.
Hey! Hey! Wait! What was all that about the Albed lying and stuff?
Simple. Yuna has become Micah's only hope.
Oh... Okay.
Just what does he think he can get away with?
Time to teach him some manners.
Yes, let's.
Goddamn, what was I gonna say? Stupid cutscene. Couldn't freaking say what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, that thing that she had on her, whatever it was. It looked like a control pad to me.
Why are you here? You must go and defeat sin quickly.
Like that he's wearing there.
You have obtained the final Aeon from Yunalesca, have you not?
I don't know why.
Well, we did meet her.
And well,
We fought and defeated her.
What?
Summoners and guardians will be sacrificed for the final summoning no more.
You have profaned and subverted a 1,000-year-old tradition. Fools! Infants! Do you realize what you've done? You've taken away the only means of calming sin.
Hey, maybe that's not the only way. We think we've got another.
Why? Preposterous! There is no other way!
The Grand Maester running away?
Spira has lost its only hope. Destruction is inevitable. Yevon's spiral of death will consume us all. I have no desire to watch Spira die.
It won't die.
Who is this Yevon guy?
Lady Yunalesca also mentioned him.
Wait, Gramps! Who's Yevon?
He who crafts the souls of the dead into unholy armor. An armor called sin. Clad in it, Yevon is invincible. And the only thing that could have pierced that armor, you have destroyed. Nothing can stop it now.
Did he just send himself? How does he even do that?
Disappear on us, will you? Rotten son of a shoe-pup.
These insults.
Where is the Grand Maester?
He's not here yet. How long must we wait?
That's odd. I'll go look for his grace.
Oh.
It's you.
Come to my room.
Okay.
Okay. I haven't got a lot of time, so I was just like, okay.
Who you talking to?
Oh, no one.
This place looks like a planetarium, doesn't it?
I must go see the Faith.
Never been to one, I don't think.
I see.
Orin seems to know what's what here. Your singing sucks, kid.
Hello.
Hello.
I must thank you for the Aeon.
So what's up?
Which Aeon did you give?
So, have you found a way to truly defeat sin?
Well...
I think so.
Well?
Yeah, the way to defeat sin is to... Well, actually, that is a point, isn't it? Like, defeat Yevon. I mean, they got this religion called Yevon, and then they say, oh, Yevon and all that. It's like, surely they should have been like, well, of course, it'd still be like, who the hell's Yevon? It's like, what do you think this religion thing is, all about? We have no idea now. The hymn of the faith.
We think the hymn of the faith might slow sin down.
Perhaps.
You mean it won't work?
A very long time has passed since your father became sin.
he may not be able to hear the hymn anymore.
I know it's a long shot, but we gotta try it if there's a chance.
Yes, you must. I'm glad you're doing this. You have a good spirit, truly.
I'm not just a dream, right?
A dream?
It's a long story.
If it works, what'll you do then? You need more than the hymn.
Well...
The hymn of the faith and the hymn of the faith will save they know. We'll defeat you, Yevon.
We fight you, Yevon.
Yes. If you defeat you, Yevon, it will end. Tell me, what do you know about you, Yevon?
Sweet F.A.
He's what makes Sin come back.
Well, that I guess we know.
Sin is his armor. It protects him.
We learned this just a few minutes ago.
You, Yevon, was once a summoner, long ago. He was peerless. Yet now he lives for one purpose, only to summon. He is neither good nor evil. He is awake, yet he dreams. But maybe not forever.
Yeah, that's right. Because we're ending it.
Yes.
Yes.
Even if you defeat Sin with the final summoning, you, Yevon, will live. You, Yevon, will join with the final Aeon. He will transform it into a new Sin.
You, Yevon, merges with the Aeon.
Then, protected by this new Sin he has created, you, Yevon, continues the summoning.
For eternity, huh?
But you know there is no such thing as eternity if you end it, is there?
Uh-huh.
You, Yevon, lives inside Sin. Yuna, listen. When you fight you, Yevon, we will help you. Promise me you'll summon us. I'm afraid your swords and magic won't be enough. Please call us. Promise?
Yes.
But you know, when it is all over, we will wake and our dream will end. Our dream will vanish.
Yeah. You've been dreaming a long time, haven't you?
You know, 1,000
I'm sorry.
years.
I'm grateful.
About what?
Oh, nothing. Hey, don't make that face. Come on, we're gonna beat Sin. Let's see some cheer, okay?
I know that ability, you know?
You're hiding something.
No, I'm not.
Really?
Wait for it.
You're a bad liar, you know?
It makes me think of when Orin said that to Yuna. A bad liar, I guess, knows a bad liar when they see one.
I'm afraid the Grand Maester is nowhere to be found.
It's okay, we were just leaving.
That's because he's several feet underground. Haha, rhymes.
Hey!
Well, he isn't actually. He's
Maybe
fobbling, probably.
you could help us with the hymn.
Hey, good idea!
It's like, we need you to tell as many people as you can.
What should I tell them?
A ship in the sky will sing the hymn of the faith. When they hear it, we need everyone to sing along.
Karaoke.
Everyone in Spira.
Spira edition.
I'm not sure I understand.
You don't have to. Just tell everyone.
A ship in the sky will sing the hymn of the faith? So, when they hear it, everyone should sing along, correct?
If they do, we might be able to defeat Sin.
Truly?
Yes. That's wonderful. You can count on me. I shall tell all of Spira.
She serves a purpose at last. Now we're back on the ship. Oren! Oren!
I must admit, I was worried at the beginning, but you've done well.
You know, it really has, isn't it? Think back to the start of the game with that epic scene on the bridge where they like Warren picks him up by the scruff more or less as everything warps into like takes them to Spear essentially, and he just like looks up at Sin, which is just like, you're sure? Just like, this is where your story begins and all that. It all starts here. Whoop! He's like, wah! I mean, back in then, Titus was completely incompetent as shit. He could barely do anything. Well, he could, you know, at least battle. I mean, he got used to using a sword pretty quickly, didn't he? But yeah, we've come a long way since then, haven't we?
One more trial to pass. Our stories will end together.
Ooh.
Don't keep Jecht waiting. He never was a patient man.
Oh, well, it's too bad, Oren. He's going to be waiting a long time before we get to that.
I must admit, I'm
tempted to play the HD remastered version. Like, I don't know. I've heard the soundtrack in the HD remastered version, and, like, I prefer the original soundtrack here. It's the same soundtrack, but it's redone as well. The graphics look nice, though. Just, like, certain parts in the game where, like, the characters look a bit blocky, it look like they fixed that. But there are points in the original version here where they don't look blocky, like that scene where Yuna and Titus were talking to the fayth. I liked how they looked there, just, like, really nice. But then you got, like, scenes where they look really blocky and weird.
We'll be bringing a new calm, one that will last forever.
All those teachings, what were they for?
They were to keep us in the dark.
This will be a battle unmatched in the 1,000 years since Sin's birth.
You know what? She's got a point now, think about it. What the fuck were the teachings for? I mean, keep them in the dark, sure, and all that, but just like, why? It's like, okay, we're gonna start a religion with all these teachings that are essentially nobody really understands it really all that well, and it just kind of we just kind of go with it, all right? Just go with it.
Spira without Sin. Why is it so hard to imagine?
It's the same thing, like, imagine a world where people don't hate each other. It is also hard to imagine, isn't it? Like that song, imagine there's no countries, it isn't hard to do, and all that shit. No, it is! Well, you can imagine it, but it's not realistic at the same time, is it? Yeah, there's got a point of that song, though. It's like, because they're countries, it's essentially like, think back to, like, millions of years ago with, like, humanity was in its earliest stages with tribes. It's like that, but on a grander scale now, isn't it? It's like you'll get countries that'll just be like, you know what? This country is nothing compared to us. They'll be like, oh, fuck you. Like, there's, like, some friendly competition and all that. Then there's sometimes where, like, friction between two countries, and they end up going to war, and shit hits the fan, it's all chaotic. And it's all usually for stupid reasons.
Sorry, I was just thinking.
To quote you, Yuna, from the game, you sound sad.
We're still going forward, right? We can think about what will happen after we beat Sin, right? All those teachings.
Where the hell's Rikku? Yo! Yeah, I can imagine so.
Rija do modra, sheep hoof, hut poa.
Aye, that's... It's like they create this Albert language, but some words sound the same in English, like airship. Reminds me, like, I've been learning Japanese. I've said this a couple of times throughout my Let's Plays, mostly on my VN channel, because it's more up-to-date and all that. But there's, like, some words in the Japanese language that don't really sound all that different in English. Like, for example, pen in Japanese is literally no difference. It's pronounced pen. And I remember, I've mentioned this story before, like, I, like, reading through the instruction manual of the Hatsune Miku Vocaloid software, and, like, one example he gave you is, like, okay, you put in this and, like, make it so that she sings pen, and it's like, oh, it's an inside joke, and there's, like, I think I get it, because there's no difference between pen in English and Japanese. It sounds the same. It's like, just like, it's 3 letters, pen, P-E-N. In Japanese, it's the exact same thing. It's P-E-N. Pronounced the same, but in Japanese, it'd be like pe-n. It's like, that's 2 different syllables, but it's kind of merged into just one, and just... whatever. What was I saying about that? Oh yeah, it's like other words like that as well. It's like, what other words can I think of that sound very similar to English? Like... hamburger, for example, is like hamburger guy or something like that. It's just like, it sounds like a bit of an accent, and the reason for that is because it's obviously gotta go with the alphabet, essentially. Like, it's gotta have that exact, like, it can't just be like burger, because, like, how would that work? You gotta, like, there is no just simply an R in the Japanese language. There are R's in the Japanese language, but it's like ro, ru, ra, and stuff like that. It's like 2 letters in one, so it's gotta have it like that. So, like, some words sound similar to how they do in English, but have a slightly different feel to them as a result of that.
There's something I want to say before the fight. I guess I didn't know anything about the Albed. Didn't know anything. Didn't want to listen to anything. I was a big jerk. So, I'm sorry, huh? Please forgive me.
Don't let it bother you. Hey, I'm guilty of hating those darn Yevonites myself. Well, there's a lot of folk in this world. Some of them good, some of them bad. That's all there is to it.
It's nice that Wakka is like early on in the game he hated the Albed, and now he's like come to understand them, and he's just like, shit man, all that shit that I like hated you and all that, I'm sorry. Just like, that's nice character development. But I just realized 48 minutes, bloody hell. I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.